Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. This episode today is a bit of a different episode. It's not a ride. Today we're going to be unboxing the Connected Ride Navigator and how people tend to refer to it as the CRN. I have had this device for quite some time, a few months already, and the reason why I've gone and purchased this device is because previously, as you would have seen on my channel, I did have the Garmin Nav 6. However, due to the fact that I ride during cold weather, everyone who has that device has probably seen whenever they ride in cold weather, it does have an issue where the screen delaminates, and then you have issues of ghosting, the screen goes berserk, you can't control it. So not really reliable. How reliable this device is, we will see. Because I do follow various of the forums on the internet, and some people have had some troubles with this device when it comes to updates and so forth as well. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm about to venture out this weekend on a 3-day ride. So I definitely do need something as a bigger screen right in front of me rather than trying to navigate off my telephone, which I've been doing for the last couple of months. It's definitely doable, but I do prefer to have a device which is sitting directly in front of me. So let's get stuck into the unpacking of this device. Right, let's see what comes with this device. What do we have here? Oh, it comes with a protector, which is great, a glass protector. Someone with these greasy little hands like myself. And what else do we get? We get a lovely pouch, which is great, because I don't have a hard case now at the moment, so I can use this for the weekend. It comes with a USB-C to USB-B cable, and a USB-C to USB-C, and a screwdriver. Stock standard screwdriver. I guess this is to insert possibly a SIM card. I won't be using a SIM card on this device. I will probably just be pairing it together with my telephone. So for me, that's really not an issue. Right, let's see if the device itself has any power. Beautiful flash screen of BMW for a BMW fanboy like myself. Right, let's go through the steps of setting this up. We have to select the country, so my language is going to be in English in the US. I am located in Japan. Japan. Save. Wi-Fi settings. Enable Wi-Fi. Searching for networks. And there you go. Just for this occasion have I created the SSID Arch Japan Moto Vlogs. So let's put in the password. Connected. There we go. Cool. Continue. Yes, let's accept that. Of course, we've read all the terms. I don't want to enable ride recording or ride speed. Let's leave that off for now. With real-time traffic information, so maybe I'll enable that later. Okay, let's connect with my BMW ID. As you can see, it's now asking for an update, which I will accept. Now the update said it would take around about 40 minutes, as you saw on the screen. I do have quite a considerable amount of bandwidth here on my home network. Yeah, we just passed about halfway. I guess pausieren is German. Yeah, it is German. You see that download took me around about 10 minutes? Less? Not even 10 minutes. I've got a pretty wicked Wi-Fi and internet setup here at home. I use all of the appliances of Ubiquiti for those who are common about network setups and so forth. Install update. I have heard from the various people on the internet, on YouTube channels and so forth, who are quite familiar with other Navis, that the feel to this is somewhat close to TomTom. Hey everyone, so the software has installed and the device has rebooted itself, and whilst it was doing this, it took around about 40 minutes for the entire download and the update to complete. And from what I've seen so far on the various YouTube channels that I've watched myself, people seem to believe that the software and the maps and so on are comprised or look pretty similar to the competitor, which is TomTom. Now, I myself have never owned a TomTom device, but I have supported a family member who has had a TomTom device. And one thing I need to say is when you're updating software for TomTom devices or the system is rebooting, it really needs your patience. It takes a very long time for it to update or for it to come back online. So I have left it on its own, and as we can see, we're back in. Right, so we're back in here. So let me just see if there is any more new software. Let me just check. Yes, there does appear to be a new update, an additional update. So I'm going to go and proceed with updating this as well. Install update. One thing you need to do is not click on this little arrow here. You just click on the blue screen. And here we go, a second update from once I unpacked. And this is version 1.0.2. I believe that this is then the latest version. And there we go. It's checking that the software has been installed correctly. Again, as already mentioned, with the TomTom device that I'd supported in the past, you need to have patience. Right, so again, the install looked like there was hung. It probably remained on the same point of the checking of the software for around about 10 minutes. Again, you need to exert patience. Wait till the clock appears. And it appears that it's going to be doing one more update. That is actually an install bar you can see there. And again, this looks like it's going to take some time. There we go. It's moved. Right, looks like we're just about done. And hopefully this is the last reboot. This has taken probably about 15 to 20 minutes again. Right. There we go. Again, I can't stress it often enough. Patience. And what I've noticed as well, you can't start tapping the screen until the actual clock appears. There you go. So once the clock has appeared, then you swipe up and then you're back into it. So I think for the next most important thing for me would probably be to connect my phone to be able to upload and transfer GPX files for a route that I need to take tomorrow. So why don't we go and do that? I believe it's this button. Yes. Connect new device, smartphone. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to basically go into the Connected app and I'm going to select Connect, Connect new device. And there you go. It has discovered my phone. Yes, let's pair. Allow. Phone is connected. Fabulous. Okay everyone, it's about a week later since I initially recorded the first videos, and as part of the first videos did I come across, as part of the basic configuration, some challenges, and I do feel it probably warrants me to share these here, just to give you all a bit of an idea of the lessons that I've learned from going through the various steps to get these resolved. You will see here that I have got my phone connected, and I have changed its name to ensure that I know it's my phone that is connected. What I did find as part of the settings, when you go into the settings and the My BMW ID, did I find it quite challenging to be able to connect via the web browser that comes up as part of the My BMW ID on the device. Now, how did I circumvent that, and how did I get around that issue? I found it was probably related to my network security here at home. As I've already alluded to, I have quite a sophisticated setup here at home. I'm quite savvy around setting up IT components. I've mentioned already I've got the Ubiquity environment set up, which is access points in my environment, and also the certain firewalls as well. So I think that the issue that I'm currently experiencing is due to the fact I'm using Cloudflare as my DNS servers currently on my home network. So how did I circumvent that? So it was quite easily. What I did is I went and used in the 4G connection on my telephone to be able to piggyback off 4G to be able to ensure that I could log in to the My BMW ID, and then I had no issues whatsoever. So the problem has now gone away, and have I now got the ID logged in on the device, and also is it now syncing nicely with my device on the telephone, basically. So the application on my telephone, whenever I upload GPX files or routes that I've pre-configured on other applications, do I no longer have any issues whatsoever going in and being able to load those rides. Okay, so the issue is only really occurring, I found, during the authentication period. So when you try to log in to the My BMW ID on the device itself, I get a password error, and it keeps on coming back, and it keeps on telling me to reset my password. However, I found that there is no issues, no concerns with my password, even though I changed it probably 2 or 3 times. It was related to my network security here at home. I tried 2.4 gigahertz, like an IoT network. I tried 5 gigahertz, and the issue remained. Okay, so maybe if anyone is experiencing the same issues where you continuously get the pop-up that you need to raise your or renew your password, there is nothing wrong with your password whatsoever. It is related to the device being unable to connect via a certain DNS server to the BMW ID. So what I also found as well throughout my troubleshooting, as I mentioned, whenever you just piggyback off the 4G from your telephone and you authenticate through that, so you basically just use the QR code to log in, no issues, no problems. It syncs and it connects. However, it could not connect on my Wi-Fi, my home Wi-Fi. I have raised a ticket with BMW in Germany. They've gotten back to me saying that they're currently overwhelmed with tickets. It's been about a week now. I still haven't heard back from them, but I was able to circumvent the challenges I had myself by, like I said, just going through the 4G network. Okay, so I have ridden last week on a route, and how to get into the route and load routes. I found you just basically click on here, start, and then you go into routes, and then nothing is loaded now at the moment. However, what I did last week, because I did receive GPX files from a third party of a route that I took last week, you can just copy them by connecting this device to a Windows PC. I don't know Mac because I don't own a Mac. And then navigating into the folders, which I will show here, and then just double clicking on one of the folders and dragging and dropping the GPX file, and then you can find them in here. So then basically you then go into import route, and then for example here, this is one of the files that I have loaded myself by copying it from Windows into the folder directly onto the device. You could then import the route. Okay, so that works perfectly fine. No issues, no problems. So when you basically connect it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to then illustrate how I've done it with loading and syncing with the application as well. So let me just go and open up the application, and let me just start recording. So I will go into start recording. So now the phone is recording. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and open up the connected application, and you can see here that you've got the various menus at the bottom. By clicking on this menu where you have the ability to be able to connect directly to the motorbike and get some data from the motorbike, you have here your current route. If you'd like to establish a route on the go, on the fly, or on this application. However, I'm not going to choose that. I'm going to go and load and import routes. So I've got the option here to import a route. Now I have downloaded these routes onto my telephone. So then if I just look at the first route I want to import, which would be for day one, because I'm about to embark on a 7-day trip. So what I'm going to do is I just select the GPX file from here, and click on open, and then it's going to import the route. And you see then you have then two maps or two routes located. One is the waypoint, because I do have one waypoint located on this map that I've created on a third-party application. And then you just select import all. Import all. So what it's going to do now, it's going to then upload to the cloud this route. And then what is great about it is almost immediately I'm going to click on the start and end point flags and the icons here, click on start, and then head down to route. And here you can see basically it has synchronized with the cloud, and here then appears, as you can see, the routes that I've just loaded on my telephone. It's gone up to the cloud and synchronized back down to the unit, which works fantastic. You can select either of. I typically select, obviously, the one with the most points, and then I'm going to say collect. So then I'm going to select calculate route. It's going to then start calculating the route, and then select start route. And there you go. It's as easy as that. No issues, no problems have I had throughout the weekend when setting up or synchronizing these applications. So let me go and synchronize another one. So I will go back into my telephone just to prove it works. Initiate the recording again, screen recording. Right, let me head back into the application, click on Connected Ride, head down to the bottom icon here where you see the road and the mountains, and then click on this icon, which is then import route. Click on import route, and then I'm going to now select day 2. Click on open, and there you go. Click import all. So once you've done that, you can then go back into the unit, click on unit. I'm going to get out of this route though. I'm going to click on exit this route. Perfect. Click on the icon, click on routes. It's going to synchronize and head down. So as you just saw there, what it did is it connected to the BMW cloud, and it downloaded the route which I had selected for import on my telephone, and we are now able to go and set up the new route. Calculate route. It's going to calculate it. From start point. So this is going to be from day 2, and like I said, I used it this weekend and it worked wonderful. I had no issues, no concerns whatsoever. So let me just go back into and explain a little bit about the unit itself. Navigation I feel I've got under control, so I've just explained that in detail. Information, it gives you all of the information about your motorbike once it's connected into the cradle. I have not paired this device with it. It's basically just pulling it from the cradle, from the BMW cradle now at the moment. And then you go into media, which I use quite extensively on my ride over the weekend. As you can see when you click on here, it's basically got your songs. You can scroll. I like this because specifically during the winter, when you've got thicker gloves on and you're not able to operate your phone, you can just click through and control your media from your telephone by clicking on play, and it's then going to go and play it into your helmet. Works perfectly fine, no issues, no concerns. Phone, I've explained that. So you can connect your phone, and you can basically filter through your contacts and make telephone calls. Connectivity hub, here as well, as I mentioned, my phone is paired now. That worked great, and as you can see from the previous weekend, my headset on my center is now also successfully connected as well. Worked absolutely fine, able to volume up, volume down, no issues, no concerns whatsoever. And then moving down, rides, this is where you could record your ride. This is not where you load your rides. I find that a little bit confusing because this icon, it is available on the application, and that icon is actually used to load your rides. That's not how you do it, I found. The settings, so obviously my phone here, my name, the map settings, so how you'd like to do it. I have it on Journey. Some people might appreciate to use North. North, I think it's the 3D view, but I prefer to have Journey where I'm traveling, and Perspect as well. Map style automatic, so you can have it locked down as day or night. Map labels, so in device language, I prefer that. Show traffic, yes, I had that selected as well. Auto zoom, confusing. It does do auto zoom, but I found at times as well a little bit too intrusive, so I turned that off. Reverse direction, show favorites, I don't have that on. Speed limit, I do appreciate that. GPS warning as well, and show active calls as well. Navigation settings, route options, consider traffic, fast I had selected, no issues there. Winding, I did not need it, and for me, given the fact I was with various people on my previous ride that were not on dual sport motorbikes, avoid dirt roads I had. And spoken instructions, I set it to medium. It was a bit too much in the beginning when I had it set to max, so I've gone back to medium now at the moment. And as well, media during voice announcement, reduced I had, set that as well. And issue spoken instructions, even during telephone calls, I've got it set because I do have people from the office calling me quite frequently. Navigation information, arrival time, I do appreciate that, and distance, I like that as well. And as mentioned, arrival time in the waypoint area. And then notice pop-ups, navigator, you can select to have this off. I had that on as well. and download maps. I have got the maps here in Japan downloaded. I've also explained during the setup how long that took. So it does require some patience when you are going to download that. So that's a bit of information on the standard basic setup so far on the device. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to basically end it off here, and I do believe probably that I'm going to learn more about the device, and maybe it warrants me setting up an additional video maybe in the future, but for now I feel this probably would help you to get started by using the setups directions that I've done now as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from this video, and as always, appreciate any likes on the video, or if you have any questions, by all means do pop them into the comments area as well. So thanks very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the road maybe one day. Thanks guys. See you. Bye bye.